I remember that.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to St. Anthony's Field here in Manchester, New Hampshire for today's matchup, an inter-city rivalry here between the Memorial Crusaders and the Central Little Green. My name is Kylie Heavey from Manchester Public Television. Glad to be here. Along with me today is Nikki Callahan, softball expert and all-around sports fan, and she's here to see this inter-city
Wow.
squad rival.
Softball expert. I kind of like that
you
one.
know, you got to set it up as you were a big deal, Nikki.
I am
and
a
we
big
are
deal. No,
glad to
just
have you
kidding.
here as this matchup right here. Not really a barn burner of some ways. Both teams playing next week, getting first round byes, but altogether
Yep.
these two teams only have 3 wins on the season, and we're looking to see who can get the victory today. A back-to-back matchups for senior night for the Crusaders.
Yes, the senior night. Lots of balloons. Lots of fans in the stands as well here, Kyle. So
Pretty cool to see, as it's been a strange season altogether, and being the last home game, really, regular season that is.
Yep.
Memorial will be playing next week on Monday. 3 teams playing on Monday. I had a tough call of which game to cover, and I decided to go for the Memorial Central boys. No offense to the girls, but to have 2 Manchester teams facing off against each other is kind of a nice spot to be in.
That's going to be a hot one for sure. Be a good one. I mean, hot, not hot as in weather. I meant hot as a hot game.
Jamie Webster pitching for the
Uh-oh.
Crusaders, having a little issues. The wind is strong here, as you can probably hear in our microphones, and that allows Catherine Jones to get on first base with a leadoff walk. Top of the first inning, that is, here. And we'll try to get things squared away between the sun and the wind and everything like that going on here. Obviously, I remember my days of pitching of how difficult it is when the ball is just going its own different ways. You can see the sand blowing up there. There's definitely a warning of thunderstorms, and we'll see what happens come later on as we want to get this game in. Another high pitch. Webster
Yep.
having some issues here the first couple pitches. She got the first victory of the season just 2 weeks ago when the Nashua North was up here. Was able to cover that game, a 12-10 victory, and there's a strike.
Ooh, nice one. Yeah, the wind could obviously definitely be a factor. All the wind blowing around could definitely affect you in your eyes.
Which also could help if any of these girls have some power to possibly send it out our way.
That'd be great.
But we'll take it as we go. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Nice job by Webster getting back into this matchup here.
Yeah, she was down on the count with Catherine Jones. Then she threw 2 balls to Haley. Now she's back in the count, so it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let's see what Haley Sinfo can do with this swing. She sends it off the glove of Webster, past the shortstop who is going the other direction. And the throw down, Catherine Jones is out. Umpire claims that she was tagged beforehand. That's Reverend Robert Odia behind the plate here for this game, and Fred Jozinski on the base paths. And now we have 1 out, and Sinfo able to be smart, move up to second base, and that gives us to Sophia Gahara. I was kind of mixing both her names right there. And she's swinging a miss there.
It was smart base running by Haley Sinfo, as she saw Catherine take off for third base, which is unfortunate. Out. She was a little too late on the slide.
Little late, for sure. Swing popped up into the backstop there. And we'll see what Webster can do. Has found her little spots of throwing some pitches, throwing some strikes. The cloud cover coming in now, which is helping us for sure out here.
Oh, 100%.
And a slap down to third. Takes a look at the runner, able to throw over to first. A 5-3 out right there.
That was a heads-up play by Haley. Wait for the throw to be thrown at first base, and then she took off at third base. Great heads-up play.
Which is impressive to do since the third baseman was able to look her back. Well done there by Hannah Jenkins, throwing over to Emma Chandler. And there's 2 outs now with a runner at third base. And Jamie Webster hoping to figure things out. Pitcher versus pitcher here, a matchup between Ronya Barton. Low pitch, goes for ball 1.
Oh, with Central having a run 60 feet away, that'd be great for them to get a jump start.
Yeah, they lost this matchup the other day. I believe it was 13-9. So able to get the
Ooh.
lead early.
I remember Ronya Barton did a game with you a few weeks back, and she was absolutely outstanding at the plate and on the mound. So hopefully we see that from her again today.
Certainly looking to see what happens here for the Little Green. And now a
Ooh.
smash down the foul line, though. And that gets past the the left fielder and goes all the way to the fence. So Barton obviously has some power, able to roll one to the fence. Obviously, we just need anything to happen that will bring in the base runner from third to go up 1-0. Let's see what Webster gives her for a pitch this time, though.
She's got her teammates cheering her on. You can hear them from the dugout.
Outside. Oh, a little high. Two seniors starting here for Memorial. That is Riley Hastings out here in center field. And also we have Emma Chandler at first base for the seniors for Memorial.
Excellent. Only two, huh? That's all right.
A shot out here to right field.
Oh.
It is foul. Getting a little lucky there, as I did not think that Sam Nightingale had a really good kind of vision on where that ball was going to land.
Oh.
She had a kind of a late start on it. And now Ronya obviously has had a foul ball to the left side, a foul ball to the right
I was
side.
going to say, she should take it straight up the middle.
See if she hits us straight out here to Haley Sinfo. Another foul pitch. A good battle here. Ronya Barton versus Jamie Webster. I know how much you love these pitcher versus pitcher matchups.
I do love the pitcher versus pitcher matchups. I feel like possibly that, Webster would kind of go upstairs right now. And she does. So
good job. Oh, just not able to
close.
get back there and possibly make a play on that was the catcher, Brooklyn Flinkfeld.
So seeing Webster, she's pitching upstairs to Barton right now, so
gotta try something else.
yeah.
See if she getting her chasing.
Get her on an off speed possibly.
Another foul ball. Chandler, or excuse me, not Chandler, but Flinkfeld able to run back. Just what have we seen? 4 foul balls now, Nikki?
One,
At
two,
least.
3, 4 or 5, yeah. So she's working Webster, that's for sure.
2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Runner at third base. Sinfo looking to come home. Absolutely crushed.
It's a dangerous one.
But went foul. Jamie Webster trying to get her first K. Ronya Barton.
They're battling.
Battling it out. And the pitch. Fouled off.
Oh.
Not able to make the catch. Great try there by Chandler. She's going to be a little upset with herself in some ways.
Yeah. Well, the wind kind of took that a little bit there, Kyle. So
It's definitely a swirly type day in the atmosphere with this cold front coming through from the west. That if this game doesn't hurry up, Nikki, we might be in some trouble. I think I left my windows cracked, and I need to close those before the rain comes through.
you need to work on your tan, Kyle. So.
I have a great farmer's tan right now.
Oof.
Another foul ball. Great try by Flinkfeld to try to get that off the fencing here.
So I'm noticing from here, Kyle, I can see the backstop is very short. So
Yeah,
the pass
there's
ball is
not much room for pass balls. I mean, the runner has definitely got to know what she's doing here. And that goes for ball 3.
All right, 3 and 2. There you go, 3 and 2, 2 out. Runner 60 feet away.
A long at bat here in the top of the first inning between these gals. And now Ronya sends it out to left field, and that will bring in Sinfo for the game's first run. An RBI single there by Ronya Barton after a 11 pitch at bat. And now Central looks to increase their lead some more still, but there are 2 outs.
That was an amazing, patient at bat by Barton.
The catcher Abigail Heath up to bat now. Decides she's gonna bunt it. The runner left early though.
Oh, that is a tough.
Ronya
That's
Barton
tough. Yep.
called out on the base paths by the umpire, Mr. Fred Jasinski.
Yep.
And that ends any sort of excitement here in the top of the first. But Memorial on senior night will come up to bat here. We'll take a quick break and be right back with more softball action here from St. Anthony's Field. 1-0, Little Green lead. Ronya Barton getting the start here for the Little Green after helping her team out take the lead on a 2-out RBI single to help the cause, and now we'll see what she does on the mound herself. She had a great battle with pitcher for Memorial, Jamie Webster, and Brooklyn Flinkfelt, the catcher, up first for the Crusaders. A beautiful day here, 92 degrees, Nikki.
That's all?
That's all. The wind helping the cause. It's still quite humid in the air.
It is very humid, definitely. It's a gorgeous day.
But
at
at
least
the
we
same
have a
time,
breeze.
we're out here covering this game, and thank you to Manchester Public Television for trusting us with the best softball coverage for the city. And a hit out here gets past the right fielder, and that will be a double to start off this game for the Crusaders. Brooklyn Flinkfelt able to slap one over there, not handled very cleanly by Alexis Lemaurice.
Well, it dropped right in front of her. It took a small little bounce.
Took a weird
yeah.
bounce for sure. Her body pressure, her body positioning was setting in the other way from where the ball went, and now we'll see what Riley Hastings, the senior, can do. She can get a RBI as well to help her senior night. It's kind of hard to say senior night when it's
yeah.
bright sunshine. Nice job by Catherine Jones to get back over there. Kind of back it up just to be safe. And a slap on the third base line. She's going to get tagged out.
What a great play by Turney. That was a great play.
She's limping as the slide went into her ankle, but a smart 5 unassisted, seeing that the base runner, Flinkfelt, wasn't thinking that she was going to turn around and tag, and now there's one out here in the bottom of the first inning.
It was a very good heads-up play by Turney. Unfortunate about the base runner. She definitely wasn't paying attention. I think maybe she thought it went through, but one out here for Central.
And now we have the pitcher-pitcher matchup the other way as Jamie Webster steps up to the batter's box, facing off against Ronya Barton.
Hopefully not another battle like we just saw, but it was a good one.
We shall see what happens here for sure, as I don't really necessarily want another 11 pitch at bat, but hey, anything's possible. Riley Hastings definitely possibly using her speed on the base paths here. Not so much so far, as Ronya Barton is throwing some pretty good heat.
Nice.
Takes a called strike, does Webster. And now let's see what Barton brings to the table. Fouled off, hits a balloon, nearly hit some fans. Impressive feat right there by Webster.
I thought it popped the balloon. Did it? Well, I can't really see because coach.
I don't seem to see a red one anymore. No, it's still up in the air. It seems like it's just blowing in the wind.
Oh, no.
It's definitely popped.
Yes.
Yep. Well done. Apparently.
Some entertainment.
Webster striking out, though.
Nice.
I was hoping that she might pop another balloon, but to no avail. She'll have senior day next year for herself.
Oh, really?
And that brings us to the other senior, Emma Chandler, with now 2 outs here. A ball wide.
Good job by Wade and Jones covering the base the way they're doing that after every pitch.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing, that Catherine's definitely been quick to get over there.
They're very consistent. That's good fielding.
Getting their steps in for sure. Not that they're too worried about that in this game, but you know.
Not even being worried about the base runner. It's
about
good stuff.
being healthy.
Yeah, being healthy.
Being healthy, getting over to
Get
that
your
second
steps.
base. Pitch,
Ooh.
strike, swinging strike at
That
that
was
batter.
Fire. I think I said last time that we saw Barton pitch, definitely college level.
She'll have her time for sure, as she's going to enjoy her Little Green career.
Mm-hmm.
She played her freshman year as well, did not get a chance to play last year due to the pandemic and the state shutting down all sports. And now here she is back for her junior year. Another swing and a miss,
nice
and
job.
strike 3 to bring the third out for the Little Green. They lead it 1-0. We'll see what they can do with their bats, as we have Abigail Heath, Megan Wade, and Laura Torney up to bat. We'll be right back with more softball coverage from St. Anthony's Field. Nikki Callahan, Kyle Heavey. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Abigail Heath, the leadoff batter for the Little Green as we go to the top of the second inning with the Little Green leading it 1-0 off a RBI single by Ronya Barton in the first, but Jamie Webster pitching pretty well so far in this game. See what she continues to do in this inning. Throws ball one to start us off, though. Abigail is her second time up to bat, but really the only one that matters is Ronya Barton was called out after leading the base a little early.
Yes.
And a single gets through the infield. A leadoff single here goes Miss Abigail Heath. And now we'll see what Megan Wade, the shortstop, can do for this team. The lefty. Could be an interesting thing. We saw.
I don't recall if she's a slapper or not from last time.
She sends it the opposite way, though. It's going to get past the left fielder, a fair ball. And now they're both going back. Oh, trouble on the base paths. Oh, they're able to get back a super long single there.
That was almost a double.
From Megan Wade. You did call it was going to be a double, but Abigail Heath rounded second and realized that the throw is going to third base. Obviously, we saw that there was already been an out at third base on throws going in. So, you know, she might be looking at her teammates putting her arms up in the air, but still, at least still no outs for the Little Green.
As Heath and Wade are definitely getting a chuckle over them both being on second base just a second ago.
Able to duck down is Lauren Turney, the third baseman. Turney was able to make a nice play to get the out.
Brooklyn
Flinkfeld, yes. There we go. I couldn't think of the name.
Yep.
High pitch there. Now Webster having a little bit of control issues here.
Yeah, down the count, 2-0.
I could blame the wind all day, but I think it's just you know, tough spot to be in. No outs. Base runners on first and second.
Ooh.
Another high pitch up towards her head, and now a 3-0 count.
So Webster shrugging down, taking a little walk for a second. She seems a little. Maybe I would say a little upset with herself right now, or a little irritated.
2 hits to the third base side, as now a little ding. Oh, can she get over there in time? Their run comes around to score.
Great base running.
Nice job by Abigail Heath, able to see what's going on
and the
here.
runner is safe at first.
And what an interesting little weak hit to first base, and she was able to outrun the Emma Chandler to get to first base, and now a 2-0 Central lead with still runners at first and second. The ball kind of gets away, but no movement to any of the bases.
I believe you would call this an interesting turn of events, Kyle.
I definitely, they haven't been the cleanest hits, but hey, they're working for sure.
Well, heads-up base running. I'm definitely seeing some excellent heads-up of base running.
And now 2 strikes on the batter, Kaylee Terzian. Terzian playing out in left field, so obviously doesn't want to do too much running as the sun is pretty strong on us out here in the outfield. Nikki, you and I can feel it on our backs for sure.
Oh, yes.
Another weak single. She gets the tag. Works as a sacrifice, though.
Yes, as the runners do advance.
Runners do move up one more base on the paths to scoring. And now 1 out. Runners at second and third for the 9-batter, Alexis Lemarise, playing out here in right field. See what she brings to the table. Ball gets away, hits the backstop, and comes basically right back to the catcher. I think that I can say that Brooklyn Flinkfeld appreciated that.
Yes. As the backstop being so short, I don't think there would be a attempt from anybody from third base to
It's really got to take a weird swinging strike there. Now 2 strikes on her. Alexis Lemarise trying to get an RBI or 2. And Webster trying to stop that from happening in the pitch. Inside.
Ball.
Nikki, I want to thank you for your patience today as we made our way up to Patton Field, so thinking that the game was a home game for Central when it was actually a home game for Memorial. So we got to take a quick view of the city, the ball going over the head. Nice. Flinkfeld's able to quickly get to these balls and try to stop them from allowing Megan Wade to score from third base.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on, 1 out. It's a pitch from Webster. Ooh.
Inside hits her in the elbow area. She doesn't seem to be grimacing too much in pain.
Seems to be trotting down to first base pretty well. The umpire's going to call her back, call the coach.
I'm not sure what's going on here. There was really no attempt to get out of the way. I felt like she could have easily moved. But now I'm not sure what exactly is going on here. She takes a quick walk over to the dugout.
She getting some water? I don't know if she had a glove on.
She might have had some jewelry on, and the umpire didn't notice it until afterwards.
You are possibly correct about that.
That's what I'm going to assume here. So. I know I'm bad at assuming things, but we're going with it. That brings us back to Catherine Jones, the leadoff. And she sends a pop-up that will go for a fielder's choice.
Oh!
Not able to make the catch, and the runners are going to all move up as Megan Wade comes around to score the 3rd run for the Little Green. And now we have Alexis Lemarese at 2nd and Laura Turney at 3rd. So now there are 2 outs at least.
2 down, unfortunately, the fielder's choice rule. Still have Alexis at 2nd base and Laura Turney at 3rd base.
Haley Sinfo, the first scoring run of the day for the Little Green, up to bat now, and see what she can do.
Ooh, that was a great cut.
It was a good cut, but she was a little under it, which caused it to go backwards. So if she gets a hold of another one like that, I guarantee it's going to come out our way, or somewhere where there's some green grass in front of us. And Jamie Webster trying to get out of this inning with 2 outs. A popped up foul into the chain link fenced area of the backstop. And we'll see what we have here. Another battle. Sophia Gahara on deck. Goes for a ball.
Make the count full, Kyle?
I believe the count is full. First base open again. We saw when Alexis got hit by a pitch.
Runners will go. Oh.
And it goes for a ball, gets away, but there is no movement from Turney over at 3rd base to score.
It's hard with no scoreboard sometimes.
It certainly is. We're dealing with the elements and trying to. The sun is shining bright. Trying to pay attention to everything, and plus doing the scorebooks in our hands. And now the pitch from Webster. Inside. We were
that was way off.
You know?
Sorry, folks.
I went off of you.
I would say the count is 3-2 now, definitely.
At this point, yes.
Yes.
And that will go for ball 4. Well, we finally had a full count there, Nikki. And now Central
good at bat.
Makes some fun with 2.
Yeah, well, bases loaded.
See what Sophia Gahara can do.
She hit 5-3.
And now we're going to have a meeting of the minds. All the infielders come over to Jamie Webster, talking to her, trying to get out of this 2nd inning. They've already brought in 2 runs, so with the bases loaded and a good hitter here in Gahara.
Yeah, a little pep. Give Webster a little pep, let her know you got any base right here. We got you back. Just put the ball in play.
A lot of pitches through the first 2 innings for Webster.
Oh, yes. Yes. She does pitch upstairs a lot, so seems to be getting down herself. If you see her stand, she's just staring at the catcher. Possibly it is the wind. I've never seen her pitch before. but she does have a lot of a high pitch count.
Sun goes into the clouds here. A slow roller that will go as foul. I was going to say that was going to be a very, very easy play
Yeah.
for the catcher here to make something happen. I guaranteed that really Haley Flinkfeld, or Brooklyn Flinkfeld, was not going to have to move very far.
Oh.
Inside
catch.
strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. She ahead of the count. Should be looking for her first strikeout.
Little Green taking full advantage of some tough miscues. A little ground ball. It's going to be a nice underhand
Played by
toss
Webster.
from Webster over to Emma Chandler. And they were able to get out of a big jam there. Bases were loaded, and Central scores 2 more runs, increasing their lead to 3-0. We'll see what the Crusaders can do as we go to the bottom of the second. They got to get some hits, got to get some walks. They've already had 2 people strike out here. So we'll be back in just a moment to see more action here from St. Anthony's Field. Nikki Callahan and Kyle Heavey will be right back with more coverage. Ronya Barton back out there pitching for the bottom of the second inning. She struck out the number 2 and number 3 batters, or 3 outs. So she's on a roll here, and we'll see what Carly Diedrich can do here to help out the Crusaders. Carly playing out there in left field. A low pitch there for ball 1. Carly's had a tough one. The ball kind of got past her a little bit and allowed some base runner to move up. So the high swing right. Woof. That
Tennis racket swing.
yeah, that was maybe if she'll get good at tennis with a swing like that. Serena Williams would be worried.
Oh, she better be.
Oh, it
Ooh,
hits her in
right
the shin.
Yeah.
She will take a slow little
She's okay.
walk to
Okay.
first base. And now up will be Sam Nightingale.
I like that name.
Sounds
Nightingale.
almost like a book character, in
Mhm.
my opinion. And the pitch, outside wide.
Ooh. Oh.
And we see Catherine Jones running over there again, along with the shortstop Megan Wade.
Yep.
Prepared for any sort of throwdowns.
A little dynamic duo right there.
And a pitch.
Jones and Wade.
Swing and a
It's
miss.
pitch. Barton up in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
I guess that's one way to slow down the base runners, is hit them in the leg. I wouldn't suggest it, as that makes a lot of base runners, but
Definitely not.
low pitch there.
Pitch. We've been hit by a pitch. I'm trying to think. But I think we've all been hit by a pitch a few times in our lives.
From my head to my ankles,
Yes,
absolutely.
Definitely. Oh, got her looking.
Strike 3 right there. And Nightingale doesn't seem to like it, but she will go into the shade of the dugout with the strikeout.
It's Barton's 3rd K today.
And that brings us to Hannah Jenkins. Jenkins playing over there at third base. Maybe she'll send one over to third base. We'll see what she can do here.
Ooh, a little late on that swing.
A little, not much effort in that swing right
Yeah.
there from Hannah. Definitely was, I think at the last second realizing, I should not be swinging.
Yeah, she second guessed herself.
I
Couldn't
think
hold
I've
it back.
used a fly swatter harder than that
Yeah.
swing. And she fouls one back. Now down in the hole, 0-2 is Hannah Jenkins.
Seen it not very aggressive on the base paths
Well, remember, she is still feeling the lingering bruise.
of the bruise.
Strike 3,
Oof.
and Jenkins slams the bat into the ground, upset and
Oh, yeah.
frustrated with herself. She gives a very mean high five to her teammate, just not pleased with that at bat. And now there are 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Still Carly Diedrich standing at first base. Strike 1 there to Avery Hastings.
Avery, I believe, who was batting for Noel, who's playing second base today.
Yeah, you got one of those flex position type plays, and you can have a person bat for one of the fielders. And that's what we're seeing here with Hastings up.
Ooh.
A 3-0 Little Green lead here, but Memorial trying to get things going.
Hastings down the count 0-2.
And gets
struck
the
out.
strikeout. Ronya Barton throwing a gem so far in this game. The Little Green leading 3-0 as we've ended 2 innings. We'll see what they do here as we go to the third. Nikki Callahan, Kyle Heavey from St. Anthony's Field for Manchester Public Television. We'll be right back to see the defense of the Crusaders and the offense of the Little Green. We'll be right back. Top of the third inning here from St. Anthony's Field as Ronya Barton, the pitcher for the Little Green, sends one up in the air into the gap. She'll get it all the way to the fence. A first pitch, and it looks like it's going to be a stand-up double. Barton doing damage here today. She's already had an RBI single and now a double to start us off here in the third inning.
I mean, you cannot go wrong with the way she's playing right now, which she had an RBI single, then she had 3 strikeouts before she just came up to bat, and then nails a nice stand-up double. Great job by Rhonda.
Now she's just got to be patient on the base path, so she was called out in the first inning for the third out for leading the base too early. So
yes.
And now a high pop up in the air, see if the wind has any effect on it. And it does. It's going to drop down, and really an ugly single, but Abigail Heath will take it. Her second time on the base path as well, as she got on in the second inning as well.
Good base running, good base choice by Rhonda Barton also to stay on second base and just wait to see what happens.
And that brings us to Megan Wade. Wade also was on base in the second, scoring a run.
Yes.
Barton took a big lead there.
It's aggressive. Be aggressive on the base path.
Central already leading this game 3-0 with runners at first and second. No outs here. And sends it foul. Oh, off the hood of the car there.
Oh, it was Coach's car. She raised her hand.
Yep. Well, that's why we have insurance, I suppose. Some of us, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak for all the other adults out there, but
well, I parked way down.
Yeah, you saw where I parked. I wanted to make sure that I was safe. And now she sends us out here.
Popped,
see if
field.
Able to make the catch for the first out. Well done there by Carly Diedrich.
Yeah.
And now Webster has been in trouble the first 2 innings and needs some more outs like that. Nice opposite field hit, though. I will say that.
Absolutely.
Laura Turney now the hitter here for the Little Green. She, I'm not sure, fouled it off her hands, it looks like. She is grimacing in pain on the ground.
I think she when she swung, she hit it with her hands, Kyle.
That's a possibility, as that does not feel good. Let's hope she can be okay, as really there's not too many substitutions available for the Little Green team today. They are playing with just 9 fielders.
I see Memorial get on their knees out of respect for attorney.
Jamie Webster out there on her knee, as well as her catcher, Brooklyn Flinkfeldt. Tough spot to be in.
Sometimes when you hold the bat too tight, you get that vibration as well in your hands. And
it was an awkward little foul ball for sure. As if it was going to go fair, it would have been a weird little single, but we're going to have to see what they decide on, as now more of the teammates for the Crusaders get down on their knees. Actually, every single player is on their knees now.
It's very respectful.
Even the coach of the Crusaders over here helping her out. We can only hope that everything will be okay here for Laura Turney.
Maybe just a bruised knuckle or.
1 out here in this inning. She will continue the at-bat, it looks like. And even her coach was telling her, hey, you got to swing like this, not like that.
Swing with the bat, not your hands.
the hand is not necessarily the way you want to be hitting the ball.
Oh, good to see that Turney's okay. And then she's going to stand into the batter's box
See
and
if
take
Webster
a shot
takes
at it.
advantage of her here, though.
Oh, that was a gift. That was a gift. I will say that.
Okay. Reverend Robert Odia given a little present there to.
Yeah.
And now 2 strikes. Bouncer to Flinkfelt. Try to get her to dance at that. Didn't fall for it. Believe it's a 1-2 count now. High pitch again. Goes for a ball. Runners still on first and second. They have not moved up. Ronya Barton at second. Abigail Heath at first.
Yes.
Jamie Webster looking to get a K. She
Oh,
does.
She gets her first K.
Well done by Webster, making her work. Can only hope that Laura's fingers are going to be okay.
Yes.
She is an important fielder as well at third base.
Third base, yes. Very important.
And that brings us to Terzian. Terzian lets the one go by her. 2 outs now in the inning. First 2 batters able to get on with some hits, and now the last 2 batters have not gotten on. Let's see what Kaylee Terzian can do. And now
Barton's going for third. Oh.
She's
safe.
is called safe. Let's hope that she's okay.
And from this angle, she slid right underneath the tag. Really hard to see, but
She definitely has
But I
dirtied
got
her
it.
uniform up pretty
Yeah.
good. Let's hope that it won't affect her pitching, as she's already got 5 Ks in today's game. And now Webster has to be very careful to Terzian. Now the base runner's getting close. A weak little foul ball there.
you leave the field filthy. Feels good. You play
Especially on senior night.
Yes.
Obviously,
yes. I mean, Barton only being a junior.
yeah, and
But-
not even on the senior night team, but
Yep. Oh,
slap. It
Foul.
was a foul ball. Barton did not see it like that and
Yeah.
wanted to scamper home.
oh, showing no matter what, just run. Just run it out.
Top of the 3rd inning, a 3-0 Central lead. Looking to make it 4 or 5. Oh, bat
Oh.
goes flying. It's going to go for another foul ball. And
we talk about holding the bat too tight.
and now we got a
Have to hold it tight
Terzian
enough.
who's releasing the bat.
Terzian and Turney.
I don't think she realizes, hey, that bat went flying. Coach
Yeah.
giving her saying, I know you got to use your speed, but don't do that again.
Yeah.
Something that you were taught at, I remember I did that in T-ball.
Oh, you still see it in MLB these days.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, T-ball, I can understand.
I mean, I wasn't the best T-ball player, but strike 3,
Oh, she got
and
two
Webster
base.
able to get the job done, giving the first 2 hits, and goes 3 in a row, including striking out the last 2 batters. And now we'll see what the Crusaders can do. They are down 3 at the bottom of the 3rd. Nikki Callahan, Kyle Heavey from St. Anthony's Field. We'll be right back after this break.
Bottom of the 3rd.
Bottom of the 3rd here as Ronya Barton continues her dominance as we have a 3-0 Central lead, but we'll see what Rachel Berry can do.
Oh.
Berry bunts it. Oh, first baseman throws it to first.
Oh.
Not able to reach out. The ball will get out to the outfield. A tough play there for the first baseman, Sophia Gahara, throwing it over there to the second baseman, Catherine Jones. Catherine, not the tallest player on the team, and goes for basically an infield single. I might call that an E. What would you say, Nikki?
I mean, that was just a tough one. I mean, Rachel definitely caught Central Little Green off guard with that bunt, so that was a good call by the coach. Definitely an E3.
E3 it is.
An E3.
And that brings us to Brooklyn Flinkfelt.
I know the Catherine Jones does play great defense for hockey, but unfortunately she missed that one.
Ronya getting a nice strike call
Phew.
there.
Well, from back here you get the strike, so we can't really see it, but It looks pretty like wide strike zone from blue.
Brooklyn was able to get on base in the first inning, but was tagged out at third base trying to move up 90 feet. And now we have a Catherine Jones not able to clean handle that ball. Sinfo able to get it, and now base runners at first and second for Memorial. Down 3 runs, trying to make something happen here.
Making some noise.
And Riley Hastings up to bat now. Riley was able to get on off the fielder's choice of getting Flinkfelt out. And that hit her in the foot. And that will allow the bases to be loaded with no outs. Ronya Barton in some trouble here. Memorial looking to get back into this game.
Oh, bases loaded. That's an unfortunate hit right in the bottom of her foot was. So
she didn't seem to be in too much pain.
Oh.
And that brings the pitcher, Jamie Webster, up to bat. She struck out in the first, and now she can help her team out with getting some runs here in the third. And then the pitch.
Ooh,
What
that was
off-speed little sinker, I guess you call that. The wind
wind's
blowing
picking
strong
up.
here. We are going to hold on to the camera here, try to make sure nothing blows away. There's a big wind gust here. Goes for ball 1.
The dirt from the field blowing around.
Certainly is a lot of sand in the air with the way this wind is blowing.
Those balloons are tied pretty tight as well, Kyle. They're not going anywhere.
We've already seen one popped here.
Ooh.
Did she go?
go?
Umpire says yes.
Yeah.
And that goes for strike number 2.
It's a tough one.
Webster trying to help her team out, but has to be smart here with 2 strikes. Ronya Barton gonna get her chasing again, I bet.
Off speed.
Fouled back.
Remember last time we had that we seen Barton pitch. She was working on her off speed pitch, and it was here and there.
And that was about 3 weeks ago that we saw her doing this, so she's had time to practice.
Definitely, and she's just a junior, so she'll have it by then. Pitch.
And a strike 3 from Webster. Barton able to do damage, pitcher versus pitcher that time. And the second strikeout for Webster. 1 out now.
Yep.
Still the bases loaded. And we'll see what the senior Emma Chandler can do.
Emma plays first base for Memorial Crusaders.
She struck out as well in the first inning.
She did. Barton gives me that vibe of when she has runners on, she wants to strike everybody out. Like she has that. I can't explain it, but like,
I used to have the same thing.
She believes in her defense. She knows them. She wants to take it on, and she feels that they're on base because of her. But now she wants to take care of it and strike everybody out.
Foul tipped into the mitt there. Well done there by the catcher, able to keep that cleanly in her mitts, Abigail Heath.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pressure here for Barton, trying to keep a goose egg. A foul ball. And now there are 2 strikes on Emma. Some love out here from the outfielders, trying to get her some attention. Haley Sinfo starting it off with saying, come on, Ronya. Try to get her chasing, didn't fall for it.
Bases loaded, 1 out.
Ronya's definitely got some height to her. She's basically 60-40 leg to body.
Yes.
She's definitely got some high legs.
She is a tall glass of water.
And she gets this called strike 3. And Emma Chandler not able to help the Crusaders out. And now there are 2 outs for Carly Diedrich, who was hit by pitch in the second inning.
She was, yep.
Hoping to be somewhat of a local legend here if she can get a pitch to tie up this game. Called strike. Barton has quite a nice command of the strike zone.
She is.
Highs, low, inside, outside.
She's using that plate.
And an inside swing and a miss. As Carly Diedrich down 0-2 in the count.
Unbelievable. Bases loaded.
3 consecutive Crusaders getting on base, and now a called strike 3. Ronya Barton able to get herself out of a major jam, striking out the next 3 batters after giving up the loaded bases. And my goodness, Nikki, she's got 8 Ks already in this game.
Unbelievable.
Central leading it 3-0, trying to ruin the senior night for the Memorial Crusaders. We'll go to the top of the 4th in this exciting game here for Manchester Public Television. Softball action. Nikki Callahan, Kyle Heavey. We'll be right back. Jamie Webster steps back onto the mound here as we head to the top of the 4th inning. The Little Green up 3-0. Let's see what Webster can do here to the number 9 batter, Alexis Lesmaris. And the first pitch strike there from Powers. Lesmaris was hit by a pitch and got stranded at second base in the second.
Yes.
Not able to take a free ride just yet to first base. And a
Oh.
swing and a miss there.
Oh, late swing.
That was a nice 12-6 type pitch there.
Yeah.
Looked like it was going to be high, dropped perfectly into the strike zone.
Sure did.
And
Webster's getting her groove.
Lesmaris has to protect,
Oh.
not able to. And she'll go down for another strikeout. That's 3 in a row there from Jamie Webster here. So she's feeling the might just as much as Ronya Barton is. And we'll see what Catherine Jones can do here.
Little Catherine Jones, the catcher for Central.
Ball wide. She has had a tough day. She infield fly in the second inning caused her to get out. And in the first, she basically was thrown out trying to make her way around. And a slapping foul ball.
Looked like right off the end of the bat.
Now,
One of those reachers. Try to reach for it.
yeah, the center fielder threw it to the third baseman to get her out in the first. So, strike 3.
That was a tricky pitch.
What, excuse me, it was only strike 2. I thought from the way the umpire had gotten,
Yeah, he got excited.
he got excited there, and that was quite a pitch. Jamie Webster doing great job. And
Oh, there's a fly
popped
ball,
up in the air, shortstop, able to use her
A
hands.
little basket catch. Those are dangerous, but
Yeah, that was certainly a dangerous move,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter. She don't care. Rachel Berry able to get the second out, and that brings us to the center fielder, Haley Sinfo. So tough day for Catherine Jones, the leadoff.
Yeah.
Haley's gotten on base both times she's been up here, including scoring the first run. She walked in the second inning. So she obviously is doing a good job for the Little Green as she bounces one
right
back to Webster. Webster over to Chandler to get that third out. A 1-2-3, top of the 4th. Now can the Crusaders bring that energy to their bats? Ronya Barton has been up for the challenge for the Little Green, so we'll see what happens as we go to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back for more coverage of softball action from St. Anthony's Fields. Stay tuned. Sam Nightingale, Hannah Jenkins, and Avery Hastings, the batters here in the inning as Ronya Barton takes the mound. I say these 3 names because all 3 of them struck out in the second inning, and that's who Ronya's got to deal with here. But now we are at the bottom of the 4th, so she's had some pitches that she's thrown here, and is she tired from that first pitch? Not so much, Nikki.
No, she is not tired. She is gonna go. I predict her to go all game, but
she will have to go to the full 7 as they are the visiting team, so they will get to the bottom of the 7th unless somehow Little Green score a massive runs over the next couple innings.
And as you and I were just speaking about a little earlier about her use of the plate. As she literally just threw a fastball first pitch, and then she threw a nice little rise and got her chasing.
Reminds me a little bit of Greg Maddox, the way she's really in
go.
control of this game.
Looks like an inside veer.
And strike 3, Sam Nightingale, her second K of the day. And the Crusaders now have 1 out here at the bottom of the 4th inning. And that brings us to Hannah Jenkins.
Hannah Jenkins, who's the second baseman for the Memorial Crusaders. Excuse me, she's the third baseman. Can't read my own writing.
It's all right. We all have had those days.
Oh, yeah.
By no means am I perfect in my handwriting, for sure. I'm no doctor, but I definitely have to scribble some things really quickly. 5s and 3s sometimes, 5s and 4s, and
It's funny how you can't
foul
read
ball
your own
there.
handwriting sometimes.
It's kind of embarrassing in some
Yeah.
ways, especially when you're in a microphone talking to the viewers at home.
I'm pretty sure I did it today.
1-1 count now, as Jenkins hoping to bring the energy that they had in the third. A swing and a miss, fouled off. It seems like the catcher seems to be okay and gets the ball back. Abigail Heath.
Yeah. You see the
Heath's obviously is like, "Hey, guys, I don't have a concussion, no worries."
Yeah. Well, Catherine Jones joking around with her coach over there. Kind of. It's always fun to see. Ooh,
Fouled off
chasing a high one,
again.
Yeah.
Quickly getting the ball over to the pitcher here, and Ronya.
Ronya up in the count.
Low ball. I believe it's a 2-2 count.
I believe it is as well. I mean, last time we didn't know. Hopefully
And
we're on to this time.
We've both been paying attention a little bit more this time.
Yeah.
And that will go for another strikeout. The 10th of the day, Nikki.
Is it the 10th? Ooh. That is her 10th strikeout. Wow, she's on fire.
And Avery Hastings up to bat now.
Avery asks who's the DH for Noelle Bethunit. I think her name is Bethunit.
Yes, swing and a miss there.
Nice fastball right down the middle, thrown by Barton.
Win coming in from right field to home plate. Holds off on that swing, does Hastings. A nice job there. Her
Having a pitcher like this sometimes, they feel like you can't get any fielding, you know?
Yeah, you got to be
catching butterflies.
You have to be ready.
Yes, you do. You have to be ready at all times. You never know.
They've cut the grass pretty nicely, so no dandelions out here in right field.
No.
Paul Simon hit there. I remember growing up playing the song about right field.
Oh yeah.
Ball low. Barton not hitting the strike zone like we've been seeing most of this game.
The umpire has a pretty big strike zone. Pitchers on both sides getting little gifts here and there.
Swing and a miss, and that will be K number 11, Ronya Barton. 3 consecutive innings with all 3 outs being strikeouts.
That's
An amazing feat right there.
6 in a row, Kyle.
An incredible thing what we're seeing from Ronya Barton today on the senior night for the Memorial Crusaders. We will go to the top of the 5th. This game going pretty quickly here. We'll see what happens here as we have the last 3 innings. We'll be back after this for Manchester Public Television softball action. Jamie Webster back pitching for the Crusaders. Down 3-0 is Memorial, and we'll see what Sophia Gahara can do, the first baseman. Takes a high ball for the first pitch.
Sophia grounded out 5-3 in the first and 1-3 in the second.
Extending her arms a little too much, it seems like, as she's got a lot of ground balls to third base and pitcher, getting ahead of these pitches. Central coming into this game with only 1 victory, the very first game of the year. And now here we are, the very last game of the year, trying to get their second victory, as they will, either way, will have a home game next week for the playoffs. Foul ball into the neighbor's yard. Not sure what to do about that, if someone has to go get that or have to wait for the neighbors.
Dog, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully no dogs in that yard.
Oh, you see one of the
players for Memorial able to go over and get it, so thankfully we will get that ball back in a timely fashion. And Jamie getting the mean strike there.
See how that fell in?
That was
nice.
That probably was going at like 30 miles per hour. It seems slow motion compared to the other pitches that she's been throwing. Let's see if she brings the heat now.
Oh.
And fouled back into the backstop. It goes right to Webster. She actually didn't even have to move very much. Kind of convenient.
Oh, yeah.
And now 2 strikes on Gahara.
Try to throw that little off speed.
The last game of the year that we will be covering for both teams unless they make it further into the playoffs. Another foul back into the backstop. And now, trying to get the spring tournament schedules up here, just figure out who's playing who. As I can only assume that the now a ball into the air, and Webster able to take care of that herself for the first out here of the top of the 5th.
It brings up Ronya Barton, pitcher. Clearly, who's having an amazing game on the mound and in the field.
She has the RBI single in the first, bringing in the first run.
Yep.
And she also got it
hit a
on
double.
for a double, but was stranded at second base in the 3rd inning. See what she does here in the 5th. High pitch.
Oh.
Looking at the schedule for next week, it looks like Monday,
Yep.
the Little Green here of Central will face off against the Goffstown Grizzlies. We saw the Grizzlies defeat the Little Green 19-1 earlier in the season, so hopefully Central can have the Ronya Barton with his pitching performance out there able to command and control the Grizzlies. Swinging, hits the base, goes into the shortstop, and able to get over Ronya Barton. 3 for 3 on the day.
Yes, she is.
And for the Memorial Crusaders, they will be here on Monday as well, same exact time, 4 o'clock, to face off against the Keene Blackbirds.
Oh, wow. Keene Blackbirds.
And the ball gets away. That will allow Ronya to move up to second base.
Pass ball.
And also at 4 o'clock on Monday will be the boys' game between the Memorial and Central teams over at Gill Stadium that I'm looking forward to covering.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
Ronya Barton moving up the base paths, trying to get another run. And we'll see what Abigail Heath can do.
So, yeah. Abigail, yeah, she had a single in the second, and then she popped up.
A bunt attempt goes right to Webster. Webster over to first.
Oh!
And
It's called out.
the out is made. Barton able to move up to third, so a sacrifice right there for the Little Green, but 2 outs here. It's going to be tough. They need to bring in Ronya Barton. Megan Wade now. Megan flew out to right field last time up the bat.
Yes, she did, as you hear.
Or excuse me, left field.
You can hear the Memorial Crusaders talking to each other here in the field. Where did she go last time? Obviously, she's a very strong hitter for Central.
High pitch there. Well done there by Flinkfelt, able to stand up quickly and make sure that ball was in her glove. Low ball again.
Oh, yeah.
Webster trying to play the high-low game, trying to make Wade really think hard. Wade playing the shortstop position for the Crusaders. The shadow creeping in between the pitcher and the batters here.
Oh.
Called strike
Yep.
outside. The wind going away for a few minutes here.
It's nice.
And we'll see what Webster brings to the table with a pitch. And sent out. Oh, not out of the glove of Megan Wade. And that allows Ronya Barton to score. Excuse me, Megan Wade was the batter. That was
Rachel Barry.
Yeah, Rachel
shortstop.
Berry, thank you.
Yes. That was drilled right to the shortstop. Shortstop nailing it right to the shortstop. As obviously, we know Megan Wade does play shortstop. She rocketed one to Rachel Barry, and it seemed as though she was trying to turn and throw before she even had the ball in her hand, which is.
Well, that would have been the third out,
Yep.
so it really
That's-
would just need to stay in her glove. And
Yep.
as we were saying before the game, Nikki, two hands. Two hands.
2 hands, and she had her whole body turned, and she was positioned. She was ready to throw, but unfortunately, the ball snow coned right out of her glove. That's an unfortunate one.
And Laura Turney up to bat now. Laura was able to get to third base in the second inning.
And she had that bunt sacrifice. She was with the, not her bunt sacrifice. She had that bunt that she did with her hands by accident. Thankfully, her knuckles were okay. Her hands were okay.
And she struck out her last time at bat.
Yes.
Fouls one into the backstop here. Gonna be difficult for me. Some of these, this shade to sun affecting the camera a bit here. So please be patient as I'm trying to figure this out as best as I can here with a runner at first base. And the throw down.
Taken down.
In time, but no tag there. And now we'll see what Turney can do. Runner on second. Maybe trying to get that fifth run across the board. Jamie Webster trying not to have that happen. Pop up in the air and caught.
Basket catch.
Didn't really need to go back to the bag, but either way, getting some love from her teammates is Avery Hastings. And we'll go to the bottom of the fifth with Rachel Berry, who just coughed up that hit into her glove, allowing another run to score for the Little Green 4-0 game. We'll see what happens. We'll be right back with more softball action from St. Anthony's Field. Rachel Berry up to bat now for the Crusaders, the number 9 batter. Rachel was able to get over to third base in the third inning, hoping to score the Crusaders' first run, but was stranded there after Jamie Webster, Emma Chandler, and Carly Diedrich all struck out on the amazing pitching day from Ronya Barton here. Kyle Heavey, Nikki Callahan here covering this game, a 4-0 Central lead.
It's a gorgeous day at this field today, Kyle. Absolutely gorgeous.
Temperatures dropped to 1 degree so far. It's still at 91 degrees. Wind blowing pretty good here. And now we got a bunt attempt. Berry gets it down. The throw from to second. Catherine Jones able to get the ball. A very, very slow, safer out call from Fred Jasinski.
Yes, she clearly, you got to see Catherine Jones. She had to show the ball as she was stretched off that bag. She's so short, and she did a great job at stretching to get that ball.
Nice job by Sophia Gahara to get that ball to Catherine Jones.
Yes.
And you'll call that a 3-4 out. Very odd to say that.
Yes.
And we'll see what Brooklyn Flinkfeld can do, the catcher here. Brooklyn has gotten on base twice. Just not able to get around to step on that home plate for a run.
Oh, she's doing her job as a leadoff hitter, Kyle.
It's up to the 3-4 batters who have both struck out twice. Tough day with the pitching performance of Ronya Barton. See if they try another bunt attempt, though. And she's swinging away.
Yep.
But I believe that was strike 2.
It was. She's got a fast cut. Good hands, you can tell. That's why she's probably the leadoff.
We are in thunderstorm advisories today on this beautiful Wednesday, May 26th. So we'll see what happens here. And strike 3, Flinkfeld goes down, her first K for herself this day for Ronya Barton. Boy, I believe that's her number 12 for her.
Yes, it is.
And that brings us to Riley Hastings. Hastings also another Crusader who's gotten on base twice. And she swings and misses at pitch number 1 to her.
She had a single in the first inning, Kyle, and unfortunately she was hit by a pitch in the third by Barton.
Wasn't on purpose. Wasn't on purpose.
No.
Wild outside pitch right there. Barton had a little bit more heat on that pitch, it looked like.
Yeah.
St. Anthony's Field looks very nice after the mow job by the city of Manchester.
2 strikes.
Props to the recreation department to make sure that these fields are ready to be played, whether it be soccer, baseball, softball, whatever is needed.
No, as I turn around, Kyle, I didn't even notice that. That looks amazing. Beautiful job by Manchester.
Great job, whoever's mowing the fields. And pitch gets away, And just like that, you'd
That's-
still give that a strikeout. You would put that in the book as a K.
Drop third strike, so yes, you're automatically allowed to run, but it is a K.
It goes in the books as a K,
Goes as
and
a
that
K.
is an impressive number 13, I believe, on the day. And now, Crusaders running out of time. The Little Green will come up to bat, leading this game by a score of 4-0. We'll take a breather here and come back with more action as we go to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. Kaylee Turgeon leads us off here as we have a correction. It is the top of the 6th inning here, Nikki Callahan. As you said that correctly, I didn't turn over my book to see exactly what inning it is, but Central looking to put some more runs on the board as we have a soft foul hit ball there.
Well, I know the sun's getting to you, you know what I mean, Kyle, so it's
Exactly. It is. We're not in any sort of shade out here. I thought this was going to be a different field, but either way, we're here. We're happy to be a part of this inner city rivalry. Another slow roller over to Chandler. Chandler will take it herself and step on the bag for out number 1 for the top of the 6th inning.
As you see, Turgeon lost the bat again.
Yeah, funny how apparently she needs some stickum or something like that to keep a hold of these.
Well, maybe better batting gloves.
That's
Yeah.
you know, just thrown out there for various things. And now we have Alexis Lemeries, who takes strike number 1. Jamie Powers giving up 4 runs, but really has had a pretty good day pitching.
Yeah. Alexis was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning, and she struck out in the 4th.
And now she's down in the count, 0-2.
Yes.
Alexis playing out here in right field, out to the left of us. And she will go down with another strikeout. So we might be talking about Ronya Barton with all the Ks having 13, but at the same time,
Webster, that's our 4th K.
Jamie's saying, hey, don't forget about me.
Yeah.
That brings us to Catherine Jones, who has not had a good day at the plate. And she puts the bat out there trying to slap something, and did not work at all.
See third base coach gave her a little coaching right there as she went out too far.
That was definitely looked like an outside pitch. Obviously, we're pretty far from the plate.
Exactly, that's what coach was telling us. Too far out. Don't go be chasing that because it's not going to go anywhere. So when you want to slap it, you want to slap it right in between third and short, at least.
We've
I mean,
seen
that's
a
great.
couple of those same at-bats for both squads today, hitting it out that way. And yeah, that's exactly what Catherine's looking to do. She's getting pretty far in the behind the batter's box towards the umpire, and then stepping
all the way back, and then you run towards it, and you're literally pretty much already at first base by the time the ball gets to the second baseman. Excuse me, the shortstop or third baseman.
Swing and a miss there. Now a 2-2 count.
Chances of somebody doing a slap on 2 strikes, slim to none, but you know.
The left side of the infield in pretty far. And that's exactly what Catherine does, and gets it all the way out to the outfielder. A 2-out single from Catherine Jones, her first time on base. Well, actually, she was on base in the first. I apologize, I was wrong there.
Yeah, she was walked in the 1st inning, yes. Yep. Wow.
And that brings us to Haley Sinfo.
That was a great at-bat.
Haley's been on base a couple times.
Yeah, twice, yeah.
And she grounded out to the pitcher her last time up at bat, so she's very patient in the 2nd with a base on balls.
She does have a run for Central Little Green today as well.
It'd be nice for her to get her teammate in here, but swings at a high pitch. Jamie Webster still doing her magic.
Chopper.
Tough little hop. And she is out. Out number 3, Catherine Jones. A 6-4 out. Nice job bobbling the ball and still getting it to her teammate is Rachel Berry. Well done there by her second baseman. Not sure if that's Avery Hastings or who that was, but we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Crusaders trying to figure out this mythical pitching of Ronya Barton, as we'll see if there's some more Ks to be had, or if finally the Crusaders will figure it out. Nikki Callahan, Kyle Heavey for Manchester Public Television softball action. We'll be right back.
Oh.
And back here for the bottom of the sixth inning. They are not messing around. They're getting through this game quickly. And now a pitcher versus pitcher matchup here between Jamie Webster and Ronya Barton. So far in this game, Ronya's had the best of Jamie with striking Jamie out twice.
Yes.
Once in the first, once in the third. Now here we are in the sixth.
Oh.
Called strike inside. Ronya still standing in the sun, but the umpire, pitcher, or umpire, catcher, and batter all in the shade here as we are heading towards the 6 o'clock hour. A foul hits the sign there, nearly hit her teammate.
Oh, the senior signs.
Signs made for Riley Hastings and Emma Chandler today in support of senior night, senior day, senior evening, we'll just call it that.
2-2 count to Webster.
Barton trying to get her to K for the third time, and she does.
Wow.
Jamie Webster having a tough time at the plate. Ronya Barton, 14 Ks. Let's see what Emma Chandler can do. She is in the same boat as Jamie, has struck out each time she's been up to bat. Ronya gives up a high fly ball. Can it be handled? It does not.
Son.
A tough spot to be in, and that will go for a double for Chandler. And some energy here for the Crusaders.
Yes, there is.
Emma Chandler able to get a double with only one out here in the sixth inning. And we'll see what Carly Diedrich can do here. Carly has been hit by a pitch and struck out her as well.
Tough play for Alexis. Oh.
Nikki, I did not see what that was. I thought the umpire almost like wielding a hammer.
I feel I think he was doing strike, like the way he said it, but I don't know if he was pointing to the the other umpire or not. So, all right, no,
swing right there goes for a strike 2.
I believe it's 0-2. You see from here the way he, like you said, with the hammer. Yes. So.
Yeah, it looked like he was. I don't know if he's a carpenter on the side or whatnot, but we'll see. Barton
low in the
trying
dirt.
to hammer the nail in the Crusaders.
See Chandler taking a nice big lead there as Jones goes back to make sure that she gets back on that bag. Easily just take off a third when the ball's thrown back to the pitcher. Little sneak plays he can do.
A big swing and a miss, and Diedrich goes down by way of a strikeout as well. And now we'll see what Sam Nightingale can do. Oh, excuse me, I'm on the right side.
You're on the right place, yeah.
I'm on the right side.
Nightingale.
Trying to protect myself from the wind right now.
Nightingale, she struck out in the second and in the fourth inning.
Exactly what Ronya Barton's looking for, to try to keep this base runner at second base not scoring.
That wind.
Chandler's going to take off.
Oh.
And she will be into third safely.
Ooh, close call.
Good heads-up play there by Emma Chandler. Now putting the pressure on Barton. Trying to get at least one run in would be nice for the Crusaders to bring some energy to their dugout. They've been outmatched here by the pitching performance of righty Ronya Barton. Called strike there.
And it stinks. I'm going to say that it stinks because Abigail Heath, while Chandler was running in between second and third, the wind was just blowing, and I don't think she could really see. It's a horrible distraction.
Laura Turney not able to put the tag down in time. No. And now it's another swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Nightingale.
Big cut by Nightingale. Very big cut. As you see Coach over there in the corner showing her that she's taking her head, she's putting her head out, she's swinging. So she's taking a practice swing, she has her head down, as in her last swing there, she had her head out. Coach.
See if Barton goes for a high, hopefully third strike here. Instead, it's an outside wide. First and second open here, so if she were to walk Nightingale, it really wouldn't hurt the cause too much with Hannah Jenkins on deck here for the Crusaders.
Yeah. Crusaders have their first run 60 feet away.
And strike three, Barton gets all 3 outs by way of a strikeout. An impressive day here from Ronya Barton as she is ruining senior night for the Crusaders. We will go to the top of the 7th inning here and see if the Crusaders can hold the Little Green and make it tougher on this game. Nikki Callahan, Kyle Heavey from St. Anthony's Fields. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television softball action. Top of the 7th inning as Sophia Gahara will lead it off for the Central Little Green. Jamie Webster, Memorial Crusaders pitcher, out here going for the complete game. She's allowed 4 runs, but not all of them have been completely her fault, as we have a foul ball out here.
Oh, we see a fan.
Towards the parents.
Thought she was going to grab that.
Able to get the ball over to the teammates, and now Webster will get a new ball and a first pitch strike there. Sophia this is her 4th time up to bat in this game.
Yeah, she drilled it to the third baseman in the first, hit it back to Webster in the second, and then she popped up to Webster in the 5th, yes.
So apparently she really likes Webster.
Yeah.
Bouncing ball, well done there by Flinkfeld to make sure that that doesn't go anywhere else. A 4-0 Little Green lead, looking to put some more up on the board. Really put the pressure on the Crusaders. Same type of pitch, a 1 hopper into the glove of Flinkfeld. And now we have a 2-1 count. Great pitching performance here for both. Hey, look at that.
Right back to Webster.
To Webster. We haven't seen that at all from the hitting performance of Sophia Gahara.
That's great.
And that brings us to another pitcher versus pitcher matchup with Ronya Barton still remaining in this game, going strong, 16 strikeouts, and she has been the catalyst for this Little Green team with her bat as well. Now she gets a hold of one. Drops. What a catch there.
Great job. Great catch by Carly Dedrick.
Diedrich able to get the second out. That brings some energy to the Crusaders.
Great catch. Way to run in.
Fans giving some claps there.
Yep.
Allows Ronya Barton to get her glove and get herself situated to get out there. And that brings us to the catcher, Abigail Heath. Heath fouls it off of herself.
Ew, she's okay.
She didn't like the feel of that, I can tell you that. She is 2 for 3 on the day with a single in the 3rd. She was the 2nd run of the game in the 2nd and grounded one to the pitcher as well in the 5th.
Yes.
And takes a ball.
Let's go back to, we was talking about how we can't read our own writing. And Diedrich was the one that I spelt wrong. That's why I called her Dedrick.
I got your back here, Nikki. I got your back.
Pitch, yeah.
We will figure out these girls. So we are at the top of the 7th inning here. 2 outs for the Little Green. Webster trying to get the complete game. She's had a great day pitching, honestly.
She has. Oh.
Wow, I thought that would be a strike, but it did not.
Looked right at the letters from this angle.
1 run came in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, and the 4th run in the 5th. So just her team has been outmatched here from Ronya Barton.
Oh, pop back.
Into the backstop it goes. Flinkfeld able to go back and get it. I gotta say, I wanted to say thank you to the wind here today. I think if without the wind, we would actually been a little bit warmer. Obviously, it's not July yet, so we're not absolutely crying in our sweat out here. And sends it out here to right field. It's gonna go down for a single. And a 1-out single here from Abigail Heath keeps the Little Greens up to bat still. And we'll see what Megan Wade can do. Megan roped a double her last time up the bat.
Yeah, she did.
See if she does it again if they send the runner. Nice piece of hitting there.
Nice little jump by Abigail.
Jamie Webster trying to get this out of this inning, and a ground ball out to right field as well. They'll move the base runners up, and now some trouble here for Webster with 2 outs. 2 straight singles have allowed the inning to continue, as we'll see what Laura Turney can do here. Turney flew out to the second baseman her last time up to bat, sending it towards the first base side again. So we'll see if she tries to make something happen again. Strong winds blowing from the outfield to the infields. Thunderstorms are approaching, so we're trying to end this game. Fouled off. Now Turney
Down the count, 0-2.
has to really protect and not foul any more off. Well, she could still continue fouling him off. She just can't miss.
No.
And she sends it out to center. That's going to drop
being
in.
dropped around.
No one else. And the throw home, not in time. Able to come around and score. Heads up base running by Abigail Heath.
Good job by Heath.
Allows the 5th run to come around for the Little Green, giving a little bit more cushion.
And clearly we know that Turney's hand is okay.
Thank goodness for that,
Yes,
as we weren't sure
absolutely.
earlier on.
Great at bat by Turney.
That brings us to Terzian. Webster trying to get out of this inning. She got 2 quick outs. A Sophia Gahara line drive back to Webster, and Ronya Barton hitting it out to left field, but 3 consecutive singles by Heath, Wade, and Turney, allowing the Little Green to continue this inning and this game. Now up 5-0.
I'm sorry, I just missed what just happened with Kaylee Turgeon.
I think they pitched. They automatically
Walked
walked
her?
her. Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly what happened there.
Goes to any base. Okay.
And now going to the number 9 batter, Alexis Lesmaris. Alexis not having the best day at the plate, striking out twice and being hit by a pitch in the second inning. She's swinging away, down 0-2 now. Some smart coaching here from the Memorial side.
Very smart.
Why chance any more runs when you have a weaker batter up to bat?
As Alexis says, been hit by a pitch and she struck out twice already. Ooh. Go with that
Weird
backstop.
there. I wasn't really sure. I had the Webster kind of in the path of sights, and I wasn't able to see exactly what happened there. But
Yeah.
it goes for a ball. And a pitch.
Oh.
Goes for a ball 2. Bases loaded here.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Jamie Webster can't allow any more hits or walks.
Central Little Green leading 5-0.
And there we go
yeah.
for strike 3. Nice work by Webster. She gets out of a jam, only allowing 1 run.
That's our third K of the day.
Heads up base running by Abigail Heath. Got a run around. And now, senior night for the Crusaders. They got to get something going, but they have the tough part of the lineup. 7, 8, 9. Hannah Jenkins, Avery Hastings, and Rachel Berry. We'll see what Ronya Barton has in store, see what she has left in the tank. We'll take a quick break and be back for the bottom of the 7th inning. A 5-0 Central Little Green lead. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 7th inning here from St. Anthony's Field in Manchester, New Hampshire for today's matchup. A swing and a miss from Ronya Barton to Hannah Jenkins. Nikki Callahan, Kyle Heavey, proud to be covering this inner city matchup between the Crusaders and the Little Green. Oh, hits her in the leg.
I heard that, Kyle. Hope she's okay.
Yeah, that's gonna leave a mark for sure. She will have to put some ice on that later on, as that was a pretty good shot to the lower shin area.
Yes.
She's even being talked to by the field umpire in Fred Jasinski. Jasinski even telling her to take a quick little stroll down the line here. And now, we'll see what happens here.
Avery Hastings, designated hitter for Noelle Bouthanet, who plays second base. Avery has struck out twice, struck out in the second and in the fourth. So not...
Third hit by pitch from Ronya Barton, as now I'm figuring out what you were saying, as you gave me a number 3, and we'll see what Hastings can do, as she struck out twice as well in this game. She's looking to lay down a bunt, goes up in the air.
Oh!
I'm not sure what exactly happened to the catcher that time, as
I think Sinfo just fell, like I think might have tripped over the the big home plate.
I was confused. I thought she had a chance to get that, Abigail Heath, but not able to kind of put her head down. Strike number 1. Now strike number 2 goes by.
She could have possibly been staying down, because the other, I don't know, maybe she thought one of her other teammates was going to grab that.
Maybe she just wants Barton to throw some more strikes. 16 so far in this game.
Whew.
Trying to go for number 17. Misses it just a little high there.
One, two. Here's the pitch for Barton.
Called strike 3. I
yes.
am in shock just as much as she is. That was a very inside pitch, and apparently the umpire sees it a little differently than we do way out here.
Yes.
I don't know if
could have easily touched the letters of her jersey. No.
Strikeout number 17 for Barton. Outside pitch here to Rachel Berry.
Rachel bunted in the second, and she grounded out.
She's pretty good with the bunt. She sends it out to right field, and that's going to get into the gap.
Oh, Jenkins rounded second. Jenkins going to third.
And now
Jones thrown in.
The ball comes in,
Not Jones.
Double there by Rachel Berry. Has runners at second and third with only 1 out, Nikki.
Yeah, a rally in here. Got a little rally going on here. Makes for an exciting game.
Ronya Barton having control in this game. And now we'll see what Brooklyn Flinkfeld can do here to bring in these runners. Swing and a miss for strike number 1.
Ooh. Senior night, they're not letting up. That's their day. That's the message they're sending right now to Central.
Barton still bringing a multitude of pitches here. A bunt attempt is gonna go for a single. As Catherine Jones not able to handle that, and now the bases are loaded for Riley Hastings, the senior. Riley is able to get on base 2 times, one with a hit by a pitch, and she was able to get on in the first inning as well before striking out in the 5th.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Central Little Green leading the Crusaders 5-0 here.
And a pitch outside wide.
Big leads by the Crusaders.
The dark clouds from the west starting to roll in.
As I take off my sunglasses, Kyle, I do see them.
Hoping to complete this game pretty soon. A swing and a miss there. Outside, Hastings trying to send it to right field again. See the front coming through. It's a massive cold front that's going to calm down. Still 90 degrees as we are here at the bottom of the 7th.
Outside.
Doesn't fall for that. A 2-1 count.
You hear Central cheering on Rhonda.
Haley Sinfo leading the charge and cheering on their star pitcher. And now a 3-1 count. no place to put a base runner now.
As I said before, I feel Barton feels rattled when there's...
And a pitch.
Oh.
Fouled off.
She
Make
feels
it a full
rattled
count.
when there's people on base, you know. So
She would have liked that out
Yeah.
from Catherine Jones. A bunt that really only went maybe 8 inches.
Yeah.
And Jones not able to pick it up and rifle it to first. And now we'll see if Barton can get the K. She
Now.
does. Able to get out of a jam. A 3-1 count, comes back with 2 strikes. And now that brings us to pitcher versus pitcher. Jamie Webster,
it is.
the last chance. She has struck out 3 times in this game as it is. And now being talked to by her coach saying, no pressure. We need you to really step up. It would be nice to get 4 runs here as the dragonflies, moths,
Yeah.
I'm not sure
I
what is
don't know what
attacking
those
us
things
over
are,
here.
but being attacked
They're
as
not being nice to us here. Oh, the ball gets away.
Good block.
No one moving up, though. Ball 1 goes to Jamie Webster.
Good block by Heath. Obviously, Crusaders will be off.
18 strikeouts from Ronya Barton. Does she end number 19 here with Webster? Takes a called strike.
19 is her number, Kyle.
I was going to say the same thing. I was letting the pitch go by, but you saw
Yeah.
exactly what I was seeing. As here I am looking through the camera lens at number 19, going for strikeout number 19. Called strike. Webster didn't appreciate that. She threw some of those pitches
Yeah,
and
a
didn't
little
get those
outside.
exact same calls.
Yep.
I don't know if the home plate umpire is seeing the cloud deck behind us. Trying maybe has to get home for dinner. But Ronya Barton
Here's the pitch to Webster. Off
fouls
speed.
it up. Out of play. Does not go into the neighbor's yard.
She did try to trick her on that one.
A fun battle here. Pitcher versus pitcher.
As you hear Haley Sinfo say, come on, Rhonda, one more.
Ronya Barton with the pitch. Try to get her to swing low for it, but not able to. And I believe it's a 2-2 count now.
So
Barton with another strike 3. Strikeout number 19 for Ronya Barton. Number 19 gets strikeout number 19. And congratulations to the Central Little Green as they get their 2nd win of the season. They won on the opening day and they won to close out the season. And we wish them all the best of luck as we see what they can do next week as they go to the playoffs. It should be a tough one versus the Goffstown Grizzlies
Yes.
on Monday to
Yes.
see who gets to go to the next round. We will basically end this now as the clouds start to get a little darker. Nikki Callahan, I think we both can probably agree that Ronya deserves the player of the game. 19 strikeouts. She got the game off with a RBI single to get the first run. Just a great performance. Have you ever seen something like that?
Unbelievable performance by her, Kyle, today. 19 strikeouts. She actually led her team. Getting on base, amazing at the mound and amazing at the plate. Definitely, Ronya Barton, amazing job.
Well, congratulations to both sides, and
proud of
congratulations
them.
to the seniors for Memorial in Riley Hastings and Emma Chandler. We wish you the best of luck as you continue your softball playing
Yes.
careers
Good
going
luck,
forward.
girls. Good luck, girls.
But we'll end this Manchester Public Television softball action for Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr. For Nikki Callahan, always a pleasure to have you. Glad to be a part of this season here
Always
between
a pleasure
baseball
to
and
be here,
softball.
Kyle. Thank you.
Well, my name is Kyle Heavey. It's been a production of Manchester Public Television. Hope you've all enjoyed this game as the Central Little Green get the victory 5-0. An amazing performance from one Ronya Barton. Be safe, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. And we'll be back with more sports coverage for the Manchester region as the Little Green win it 5-0.